Welcome to tonight's matchup between Ferris and NCU. This is NCU's third game of the season. The kickoff. Uso wins the kickoff. It's going to go in right off the kickoff. And it's actually off the Ferris player into the goal. Kickoff number 2. This time Uso's a little late. Rolls up the backboard into the corner. Dre's going to come down. But it's over the head of Uso. A little bit of back and forth going on early in this game. Only 9 seconds to play. Oh, it's Blaze that it went over. Dre and Blaze set up in the corners. Dre's going to get to the ball first. It goes over the head. Rios is able to take it off the backboard. Uso challenges. And Blaze is going to go, but it's going to lose out on that 50. Off the backboard, it's centered. Dre's coming in. Tries to shoot it, but it's blocked. Uso keeping the ball alive. Sends it up the wall. He's going to get another hit on it. Coming off the corner, Dre is able to connect with the ball. Unable to dribble it in. Back to the NCU corner. Strafe is setting up a play, but it's intercepted. Ball is centered. Dre keeps the ball alive. Blaze sends the ball further out. Not quite clear. Now it's clear. Set up the wall. Uso's not there in time. Back to the corner. Ball's going up. Blaze just misses it. Pass to the center. And mistouch. Dre sends it down the field with a pinch. It's centered right now. Can Blaze score? Blaze scores a goal. Goal number 2 for NCU. Off that corner pinch. And a little bit of misplay. Sending it off the corner. And it centered it. I don't think the Ferris players were intending for that to happen. Rios is in the back here. Jack gets the first touch. Dre's able to send the ball with a boom. It's coming off the backboard. He touches it again. In the goal. Goal number 3. North Central keeping offensive pressure up in this situation. And you have a nice little bit of a rotation. Almost a tornado. Not quite. This time, Dre's going to miss it just a little bit. Blaze picks it up, though. Jack is going to boom it, but Dre is there to catch it. Sent back to the fair side of the field. And centered, but it's going to go all the way across to the other corner. Dre keeping pressure on. Trying to meet him in the air. And I don't know quite what was happening there. The player from North Central, Blaze, just seemed to be stuck. A little bit of uncertainty there. You can kind of see him rocking back and forth. Blaze in for the kickoff. Misses the touch, but it's okay. Uso sends it up into the corner. Strafe intercepts it off the wall. Dre catches it. Is going to pinch it. It's up in the air. Is Blaze able to get there in time? Yes, he is. Off the backboard. NCU player. Dre loses out on that 50. And Blaze is chasing this down. Able to catch it. Send it. Over his head. But that's okay. Dre is following up on it. Blaze catches it, but is also met by Strafe, I believe. And Rios keeps it out of the corner. Dre sends it up again. Almost. Off the post. Off the post again. Blaze is trying to predict the movement of this ball. Oh, a triple commit. This could be dangerous for North Central. Blaze is up. Off the backboard, out of the corner. But Rios is going to catch it again. Dre off the top post. And Uso and Dre working together to make sure the ball makes forward progress. Blaze sends it. It's up in the air. Rios is going to bring it down. Blaze is there to catch it. But Strafe picks it up in the corner. Dre sending the ball across the field. to Uso, and Uso is demoed. NCU playing down. Uso's back up. Over the head of Ferris. Over the head of Uso. Blaze challenges it. Ball is up. Dre is going to send it off the wall. And it's going to be met by Strafe, who's going to try to send it up to the backboard. Dre is able to catch it in the air. Both Jackson and Rios working together to make sure the ball doesn't go in. Uso with a nice little flip. Not quite the control he needed, though, to keep the ball moving. Strafe is sending it. Oh, that extra little flick there. Just off. Jack sends it back. Back pass. Strafe sends it forward. And Rios meets it in the air. Uso has to catch this. Oh, send it over in front of the goal. Ferris not ready to capitalize on that. Coming off the backboard, it's centered. Strafe challenges the 50. We have a dead ball. And Blaze catches it, sends it. We needed that boom. Trying to force it through the Ferris defense. He's not successful. Blaze sends it up. Trying to just keep control all about out of Ferris's hands. It's over the top of the goal. Is NCU able to capitalize? Blaze scores again. It's his second goal. 3 shots, 2 goals. Blaze is heating up tonight. 25 seconds left, 2 goals ahead. North Central's looking very good in this first game. Uso wins this kickoff, but it's picked up by Rios. Dre trying to follow the ball, loses a little bit of control of it. It's over the top. Rios picks it up. It's centered. Blaze and Uso work together to keep it out, but now it's off the post, and that's going to be a score from Rios. NCU gave them multiple attempts, unable to clear it, and Ferris capitalizes. Only 6 seconds left, 1 goal lead. North Central is going to have to play defense for these remaining 6 seconds. Dre loses the kickoff. The ball goes off the backboard, though. Oh, no. It is a tied game. North Central went too far forward. They gave up too much space. Nobody was back to catch that ball. A little bit of a double commit you can see there. Worried about that corner. North Central leaves an open goal. This looks like it will probably go into overtime. Yep, and there's the overtime. Overtime in game 1. Dre a little bit late, but it works in his favor. Dre sending it towards the goal with a lot of speed. And Uso's a little awkward there. Went right over him. Couldn't make the adjustment in rotations. Uso able to redeem himself a little bit. Sends it to the corner. The ball is up. Dre's going to send it across the backboard. It's going to end up going across the field. Rios catching it. Sending it towards North Central. And North Central not able to meet it in the air. Running out of boost. Blaze actually has the ball go over him. Just a little bit of a misread there. Needed to go up a little bit higher to challenge that. Ferris has won game 1 in this series. This best of 5. Car change from our player Dre. So both teams seem to be pretty evenly matched. North Central's going to really have to pay attention to their spacing. Most of the goals it seemed that were scored were off of some of their double commits, some spacing issues. So hopefully North Central takes this time between games to reset, recalibrate. and we'll be right back. All right, game 2 is about to be underway. There were some technical difficulties, so the series didn't... All right, teams are loaded in. Ferris did win the first game in the series. Blaze is first in the kickoff. Follow-up from Rios, though, who's able to keep that ball in play. Dre picks it up, coming off the corner, and ends up getting stuffed. Blaze booms it off the sidewall. Strafe catching it, sending it to Rios, who's going to send the ball down. Dre catching it. Ball goes crossfield. Jack is following up the wall. Around the corner, Blaze sending it, Strafe catching, sending it back over. Off the corner, Dre is able to secure the ball, has open field, but has those corner defenders to worry about. And sure enough, Rios catches them. And Dre is following the ball. 50 ends up going over to Uso. Uso sends it towards the goal, but it doesn't go in. Blaze off the backboard. Rios catches it, sends it over to the sidewall where Dre is waiting. Dribbles. A little bit off. Misses the post. Trying to stay aggressive. Sending it off the back wall. And finally, Ferris is going to be able to clear the ball. Dre's going to carry the ball across the midfield. Met by Rios. Ends up sending the ball across from corner to corner. Some challenges in the air. And Blaze is going to send that ball over to Dre. In the air. A couple demos coming in. And Dre off the corner. Sends it up and over. It's going to end up going to the other corner. Strafe carrying the ball, pushing it forward. Blaze is able to take and send it almost in. And Blaze scores his third goal of the series. First goal of this game. North Central takes an early lead. Spacing seems to be a little bit better. North Central calming down some, and we're seeing a little bit of better play out of this team. Ferris is really taking advantage of those double positioning within kickoffs. Expecting the ball and the kickoffs to end up going neutral. And a little bit of a reset is going to score Jack the second goal. Ferris has tied up the game. Uso challenges. That double kickoff from Ferris is coming in handy. Dre sends the ball up. He dribbles it, flips, resets, sends it in. Dre scores a goal out of the air. A little bit of a breezy here. And North Central has the lead again. Only a single kickoff from Ferris this time. Dre is able to meet it. Uso's able to catch it off the wall. He flips it up right to Strafe. And Dre's trying to send it in. Not enough speed behind that one to have any sort of difference. He's going to pick up the corner, and they're going to call that a day. Blaze booms it. Dre meets it in the air. Centers it. No one's there. Oh, a little bit of a demo. Off the wall. Rios is going to drive it towards the goal. Off the backboard. Jack is challenging. Dre meets him there. The ball is being sent up. Uso has to challenge here. The 50 does not go the way of North Central. Blaze challenges again. It's up in the air. Dre finally clears it. Blaze was not able to get a good touch on that ball. Off the backboard. In the air. A little low from Blaze. Uso sends it back off the backboard. Rios is there to catch it and send it across to the midfield. Blaze keeps it on Ferris's half. Jack shoots, but Dre is there to meet it. Rios sending it up. And Rios playing it off the backboard. But Dre coming in with a lot of aggression. It's centered. Can North Central capitalize on it? Nope. Blaze is back, though. Can he meet this ball? Yes, he can. Sends it over the Ferris player. That was a dangerous play there. Blaze, this time able to touch the ball. Is he able to follow up on it? He decides not to. Dre sends it back through the corner. Strafe is there to catch it. Dre following up on that. It's now finally sent to the wall again. Going around the players. Strafe is there to catch it. He has been their best corner defender this series. Dre goes up, meets it on the backboard, comes off the wall, and Jack catches it. Uso sends the ball up, just a little pop. Anybody's ball at this point. Blaze booms it, trying to get a second touch. Dre goes over the top. Dre with a little bit of a fake, but the flick doesn't come through. Uso sends the ball, a little bit of a pop-up again. And Jack coming down out of the air. Pass to Rios off the backboard. Another touch. And Blaze saves the ball off the post. Another shot, though. 3 shots in a row is going to be the pressure that Ferris needs to actually take and win out in this challenge. Blaze trying to get his second save there, but couldn't. Into this next kickoff. Dre is up. Dre wins the kickoff, sends it off the corner. Jack is going to catch it. He's actually sent it up off the backboard, and they're just going to play time at this point. They're trying to keep it in the air. Uso sends it off the wall, centered, but Rios catches it. It's over the top. Can Dre score off of this? Backboard, and he can't. We're in our second overtime for this series. Uso, the first in this kickoff, ends up going to the corner. Jack catches it. Uso with a little bit of a bump. It's off the wall. Dre is going to catch it and try to get a little bit of a gentle touch. Some finesse there. He decides to let the ball go center to Blaze. Blaze is following up on this, trying to keep the pressure high right now. Passes it. Centered. Is it in? No, it is caught by Strafe. Rios with a little bit of a flip. Dre is back on the ball. Strafe sends it down. Blaze sends it over. Jack is going to catch this one. Uso challenging to slow down the pace of play. And Blaze is going to get that ball off the dribble. Dre keeping it out of the goal. And Dre's going to follow up on this. That challenge that sends the ball towards North Central's goal. Off the post. North Central still alive. And unfortunately, second game goes the way of Ferris. 2 overtimes. North Central not going North Central's way. All right. The players will ready up. North Central down in the series they're going to have to take and find some sort of magic. They have to keep themselves out of these overtime situations. Improving on their spacing for the game. Blaze and Strafe are up. Strafe gets the hit. Blaze kind of redirects it. Dre is going to put it off the backboard. Get a little bit of a bump. Uso, not enough power behind that. Blaze catches in the air, sends it off the wall. Strafe is going to be there to catch it. A little bit of a back pass. Strafe is going to bring it over. He's going to follow it up. And two North Central players up. It ends up being that neither of them connects with the ball. Blaze is back to receive it. Dre coming in with a lot of speed to keep the ball from being unfavorable. A save from Uso. Good off the back post. A little bit of a save. North Central already in a dangerous situation. Ferris looking to close out the series. And North Central's having to play a lot of defense right here. Blaze. Twice we see these players. Dre now finally has control of the ball. Sends it right into Jack. Uso is going to boom it up to Dre. Just a little bit off. Dre's going to catch that and bring it up off the sidewall. He's going to try to follow this through the air. Can he do it? Off the backboard. Blaze is through. Blaze has scored again. Teamwork right now is exactly what North Central needs, both on their defensive half, but as you can see in their scoring, there can't be any one hero for North Central to win this out. Dre losing out on the 50. Jack ends up following it. Uso in an awkward position, ends up getting bumped. Dre catches the ball. Rios meets him halfway. Ball is popped, and Uso unsure of how to catch that. Blaze is going to end up backing him up. Dre is going to boom it off the back wall. Is he going to score? Open goal, but no touch. Blaze is going to center it, and Strafe is going to catch it. Uso's going to try to meet that ball. Dre sending it back up. Caught by Rios. And now that ball is up in the air. And Uso's not able to challenge. Blaze centers it. And Dre is going to stop the ball from rolling in. A back pass from Strafe ends up getting caught by Jack. I think originally intended for Rios. Strafe is going to catch the ball off that fake. Dre going up to challenge. Centers it. No one there. To the corner of North Central. With a lot of power. Rios is actually going to grab the ball. Uso stops it, but both North Central players are in a dangerous position. They both committed. Off the corner, a little bit of a missed touch from Jack. Uso rotating into the center. And Rios is going to catch it and then redirect the ball. Blaze sends it out of the corner. Gets a little bit of a pinch. And Dre's up there to meet it off the backboard. Can he get the second touch? And almost in. Stopped by the top post. And now Dre's getting jumbled around a little bit. Blaze is going to send it to the back wall. Over the top, off the back post. North Central has a 2-0 lead. For the first time in this series, North Central has carried the lead by more than one. This could be important to keeping their series hopes alive. North Central ends up winning out on it, but Jack is going to meet it on the wall. Blaze is going to send it back to the corner where it's going to be caught by Dre, who's going to try to pinch it, but it looks like he missed his second touch. A little bit of a back pass from Strafe. Oh, that pass was missed, but he's going to play it himself. Out of boost, ends up coming down. Uso trying to meet the ball, maybe a little bit too aggressive, ends up needing a little bit of a recovery. Blaze to meet the ball halfway off the wall, sends it past the halfway points, carries it over the defender to the corner. It's centered, and a little bit of a challenge, a little bit of a 50. Oh, it can't go in, just past the post. Blaze sends it over the midfield. Dre over the top from the pass from Blaze. Blaze is going to get it again. It's actually off the same spot. Almost in. Uso trying to get it, just not enough touch. Dre saving that ball. Oh, almost a double touch. Off the corner. And Dre's going to get another touch here. He's going to dribble it. Can he get it over the defender? He can. Can he get it in? Almost. And Blaze is going to score again. 3-0 lead, only 25 seconds left. This is exactly what North Central needed. They needed this sort of a lead in this series. This is a 5-game series, and North Central has a little bit of a hole to climb out of. But it looks like they're doing admirably. Dre wins the kickoff, but it's sent to Jack. Jack sends it over to North Central's corner. Uso trying to catch it on the half wall, but actually sends it up to Strafe. Strafe off the backboard. Oh, both players missing their touch. Uso is going to come through. He's going to bring it across the wall. He loses his. It's off the wall. Almost a self-goal there. A little bit of stress and pressure maybe getting to the players. This game is all but over. Sent down to the ground. North Central wins the second game. The series right now is 1-2 in favor of Ferris. North Central has their first game, their first steps towards bringing this series back. And it looks like North Central wants to get this game going right away. They know how much their momentum means to them. And so, as we get ready to kick off the fourth game of the night, 1-2, North Central is behind at the moment. They're going to win the kickoff to the corner. Dre is going to steal the corner boost, which could be really important in this early section of the game where boost means everything. Blaze not able to touch it on the wall. It's going to be centered, and Dre is going to be able to catch it. Kind of a little bit of a double defense from Uso. He's bumped in the process. And it's sent off of Blaze. Blaze catches it on the wall, sends it across the field. It's going to be caught by Rios, who sends the ball up, pops it, and centered. But Rios is not able to take and score off that. Off the backboard, it's still centered. It's still centered. North Central has to be aware of this. Good. And now Dre booms the ball. It's over the defender. It's to the corner. North Central not expecting a lot of this, but they're able to keep it on their half of the field. Blaze centers it, but a little bit weak, and so it's going to end up back on North Central's half. Dre playing for his life there. Uso going up on the wall to meet him, but fakes it a little. Sends it over Jack, and it's met by Rio. Strafe is going to send it to the other corner. Rios is going to play it, and Dre is going to challenge. Almost. It hit the back post. Top. And now Dre playing a little bit of a shadow defense. Ends up being able to stop the ball. Wins his 50 in the air there. Absolutely crucial for North Central. Trying to dribble it a little bit, but fancy footwork gets him bumped out of position. You're going to let Uso kind of try to boom the ball, and Blaze is going to catch it. Redirected. Strafe misses the redirect. Rios is waiting, though, and he's going to have possession of the ball. He's carrying it across the field, trying to bring it up the wall. And Uso going up for a challenge. Really aggressive, but that's what we want to see from North Central. Dre is back. Sends the ball up in the air. Strafe is going to catch it. Dre is going to allow the ball to go off the wall. And he's actually going to send it to the opposite corner. No one in goal right now, but that's quickly going to change. Uso playing a little bit more aggressive, which is what we need to see. A lot more dribbling happening here. Blaze is not going to let him dribble. He's going to take it off the wall. He's up in the air. Can he get this ball? He can. Oh, it took all three of the Ferris players to stop that. Dre stopping the ball, but ultimately losing possession. Blaze is back. Dre is going to touch it. Oh, it's over. Uso finally getting to send it. It's centered. It's up. Can Dre... No, he cannot. Rios is there to meet him. Blaze with a little bit of a touch. And Strafe is going to bring that one down. Dre off the backboard, trying to get the double touch, misses his second touch. Rios is up in the air. A little bit of a twist there. And they're trying to play it into the goal. Blaze is going to meet it. Dre was not in position to follow well. Uso, the goal is open, but Blaze comes back in time after being demoed. Strafe catches in the air. And Rios is going to send it back. NCU loses the 50. But ultimately is able to retain position. Demo from Dre. Uso losing the 50. Blaze off the wall. And Rios misses it, but Jack is going to pick it up. Blaze trying to meet it off the wall again. Rios sending it to the corner. Dre there to meet it, but he misses. Off the back wall. And Dre finally picks it up. Ball's popped up. He's going to grab the corner boost. And Blaze stops the forward progression. Uso there to meet the ball. He misses it. Dre there to back him up. Ball is up. Dre is in the air. Dre scores! Sending it below the defender. Goes up in the air. Realizes the defender, Rios, is going up. And just lets the ball drop. Sends it down. 46 seconds left. Not a lot of time to work with. But North Central only has a 1-goal lead. Uso losing that kickoff. It's going to come off the wall. Rios missing it off the wall, but Strafe and Jack are there to keep the ball aggressive. Dre catching the ball. Rios going in the air. Misses again. Uso off the corner. Goes straight to Jack. Dre is going to send the ball up. North Central just trying to keep it on the Ferris half of the field. Blaze trying to get a soft goal. Catches it and then tries to redirect it in. Uso with a little bit of a pump. Dre sending it up. 6 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Let it touch the ground. And North Central, right now, the series is all tied up. We are in our final game of the series. Series is all tied up 2-2. Winner of this next game wins the series. North Central making that comeback. Important adjustments being made by North Central. As we enter into this third game, they have to be able to keep up that spacing, that pressure. They have to be able to support each other. Dre losing the kickoff, but Uso's able to be there. Strafe up in the air to catch it. Lets it hit off the corner. Rios is going to play it. Dre winning the 50 in the air. And Jack sending it down. That little bit of a bounce puts it over Uso. Off the backboard. And he's going to be able to follow it up. Rios sends the goal in. North Central is in a place right now where they can't afford to give up goals. That goal being sent down even this early in the game. There's plenty of time. But North Central has shown that they need every inch of a lead they can get. Blaze opting to go slow there. Looks like that was a pre-planned movement in their kickoff. Dre saving it from going in. He's going to follow again. And Uso is going to try to meet it in the air. And Blaze is able to keep it going. Move forward. Blaze is following up after it. And Dre keeps the ball in the corner. Strafe is finally able to clear it. Uso off the back wall. Tried to get a second touch off of the rebound. Blaze actually missing the ball there. I think he expected a bounce where there wasn't one. Oh, demos left and right. North Central. And an important save from Uso right there. Exactly what North Central needs. Dre bringing it off the wall finally. Ball's been cleared. Over the head of Blaze, though. Ball's been pass centered. Oh, off the top of Dre. North Central needs to grab a breath of fresh air and take a moment. If they can focus this in. And it is. Off of an air dribble. Off of maybe a little bit of a redirect, plays the ball, bumps the player to get it in, and Strafe looks like he was trying to air roll into that ball, but wasn't able to do it. Game is tied. North Central needs to capitalize on this tied position and strengthen it. Oh, Blaze is dimmed. Ferris playing a lot more aggressive in game 5. Dre off the wall, centers it. Looks like not a lot of steam from the Ferris players. A little bit of a bump there. Jack is sending the ball forward. Off the back wall. And Blaze is going to send it down into the corner. Let's go off the backboard again, but Dre redirects it. Clears the ball. Can he get a second clear? And the Ferris player sends it over to the corner, off the back post. A turn from Dre. It's over the players. It's going to be off that back wall. If Jack knocks it up, comes off the back wall. He's out of boost, though. Strafe carrying it. Dre missing it. That little bit of a bounce that we talked about. And Ferris has scored their second goal. 2 minutes, 36 seconds left. And that team play, that pass off the back wall from Strafe into a goal. Kickoff. Blaze opts to drive past it. And Uso sends it. Rios catches it. Blaze is expecting this, so he drives it up the wall. Dre's not going to meet this. But Uso will. Oh, just a touch off the wheels actually stopped the ball. He was intending to try to push that ball forward, and bad touch. Dre sends the ball across half court. A little bit of an awkward bounce over the corner, over a couple of players. Uso needs a challenge here. He does, though he gets demoed in the process. North Central playing back a little bit because of this. Dre sends the ball right towards the goal. It is blocked. Over the top of Uso. It's at the corner. A little bit of a soft redirect. Ball is up in the air. North Central needs to keep it out of the goal. Player waiting there. Off the post. No goal. Blaze is following this ball and he needs to get it past. Oh, and looks like a little bit of a misplay from Rio, who ends up aggressively knocking it towards Ferris' own goal. Play has been stalled in the midfield. Though with that pinch, can he get a second touch? No, he misses a second touch. Uso is up. Blaze is back. Blaze keeps the ball in play, realizing there's not a good follow-up. Dre and Blaze are close together, trying to air dribble it in. But Rios is going to go up and meet him. Uso is going to send the ball off the back wall. Dre end up getting stuffed in that. And Blaze scores, tying up the series. Less than a minute of play left, and we have a tied game. Tied series, tied game. What can North Central do with this opportunity that's been presented them? Uso up for the kickoff. He's able to catch it. Tried to catch it there in the mid. Dre off the back corner. Tried to go over the player. Blaze is able to stop it from going in. 36 seconds left. Blaze was up in the air, just under the ball. Jack sends it. Dre booms it. Is it going to go off the backboard? No. Strafe is going to catch it. Blaze stops the ball, catches it, but Dre's able to knock it, prevent Ferris from scoring on that. 50 in the favor of North Central. It's going to be caught by Rios. Off the sidewall, down from Strafe. Oh, in face of the goal. It is the third overtime of this series. Rios dribbling the ball, centered it. Strafe on the ball, but it's off. Dre going up to try to send it out. He does. Not out of danger yet, though. Ball is off the corner. Dre catching it, trying to bring it up the sidewall. Ball is popped up. Blaze is going to try to clear the ball. Sent back to the corner. Dre sends it. Oh, just barely misses. That could have been series life. Dre booming it. It's past the half point now. North Central needing to make sure that this series, they don't give up any extra space. Dre meeting on the wall, not allowing them to have an opportunity to form a pass. Back off the wall. It's centered. Dre is going to meet it on the wall. He's sending it across the field. Caught by Rios. Uso kind of throwing a little bit of stop, but ends up getting demoed. Dre trying to dribble the ball. Strafe is not going to let that happen. Uso goes up to challenge. And Blaze is the one who ends up clearing it. Blaze is following through. Dre pass. It is stopped by Rios. Jack sends the ball back. It is now passed. Oh, and Uso tips it up, saving it. A little bit of a block there. Dre's, oh no, no! North Central had the ball. They were in a position to clear it. And Uso, a little bit of an error from him there. Not allowing Dre to carry it. A bad touch. North Central loses the series in a heartbreaking fashion. North Central loses the series 3-2. In overtime. What a tough series. North Central, 2 overtimes early on. They were not able to capitalize there. 2 good games to fight the way back to a game 5. And then just a missed touch creates a situation where the ball got left in front of the goal. A situation where Ferris was able to score off of it. Tough night for North Central. But only the 3rd game of their season. We have a little bit of a break, and then we'll be going back into our 2nd game of the night. All right, welcome back. North Central University versus Keiser University in Lakeland. Blaze on the kickoff against Alex. Ball popped up mid. Dripsy's going to follow. And tried a little flick, but a little off goal. And so Dre is going to carry it. Send it off the wall. Centered by Dripsy. And Alex shoots the ball. Gameplay needs to transition. Here we go. Apologies. The game is close. Shot by Dre. A little bit off. Uso is able to center it up. Gets bumped a little bit. Alex catches it. Sends it over past Blaze. Dre saving the ball, but getting demoted in the process. Blaze goes up. Caught by Mr. Uso following around the corner. Fakes a touch, but still touch. Dre down, tries to pinch it. Dripsy's gonna grab it. Over the top of Blaze. Alex, a little bit of a missed touch. Blaze trying to catch the ball, dribble it, flicks it, in the goal. Blaze starting off North Central's second series of the night with a goal and a little bit of a flick. Patience shown there by the senior player. Uso up for the kickoff. And it is caught by Dre, who carries it right over the top. An unfortunate roll by the player from Keiser University. Over the top of Mr. And it looks like Alex tried to stop it too, but Dre was just too clean with it. Alex and Dre sends it up to the corner. Dripsy's going to follow it, but Blaze is there first, centers it. North Central not ready for it. Heavy touch from Uso, sends it to the corner. Not a lot of control. Dre off the backboard. Uso trying to send it in. Misses his touch. Softens it and off. Just off the post. That was a dangerous position. It's now centered. Uso goes up, touches the ball. Lots of improvement seen from that freshman this year. And Uso trying to challenge from down low. Blaze keeps it in the corner. Alex gives it a touch. Blaze sends it to the middle. And Uso is going to pop it up. And Mr. is going to give it a little bit of speed to the corner. But Dre catches it, dribbling. Alex won't have any of that. Alex misses the second touch. And Uso is ultimately going to send it right to Mr. Dripsy, gonna receive the touch. Dre off the back wall, misses his second touch. Blaze trying to center it. Not enough momentum from the ball. He's gonna catch it, slow it down, keep it on the other half. Uso looks like he missteered into his own team. A little bit of a flick. The ball is centered. Dre sends it off the top post. Blaze sends it again. It should be centered. Dripsy's going to try to catch it. Alex is the one who actually sends it. Uso needs to go up the wall and meet that. Blaze does instead, though. Blaze following on this ball, goes over the top of it. Maybe a little bit of overcorrection from what we've seen earlier in this night. Dre, first touch, second touch, sends it corner. He's all out of boost. Can he do anything? He gets a bump. Oh, it almost in, but Dripsy saves the goal. Blaze challenges, pops it up. Dripsy sends it back. Kind of a little bit of a back pass to Alex. North Central hungry. Crushes it, presses in. Dre trying to touch it. Ends up going off just the nose of his car. Blaze blocking the goal. Over the top. No goal yet. It is sent across. Dripsy has control of it. Dripsy sends it off the wall, follows it. Challenged by Dre, who's going to try to send it down in the pass. And no one ends up with it. Dripsy picking it back up. Dre accidentally sending it over. And into the goal it goes. Missed touch from the North Central player. Sets up Dripsy for a goal. Blaze not ready to receive that. 1 minute left. North Central with 1 point has a lead. Blaze, a little bit of a soft side touch. Off the back post. Blaze with a good challenge. Knocks the ball out. Sent to the opposite corner. Uso, the one who has priority. But Dre is seeing that his player's not there in time, so Dre follows it up. Tries to stop it. Blaze is going to follow it. A little bit of pressure. 2 players there. Blaze playing a little bit of chase, trying to slow it down. 3 North Central players are grouped up together. Second goal. 30 seconds left. We have a tied game. North Central maybe feeling a little bit of stress from the first game. Feeling a little pressure to perform. Instead, they end up getting grouped up. Tied game. Uso on the kickoff. Dre actually sends it out. Blaze. Dripsy misses. Uso gonna try to press. He's got Dre following it up, trying to center it. And Uso's gonna try to score. Just off. But Dre is able to redirect from the side of his vehicle into the goal. It is North Central with a lead going into these important 13 seconds. Not a lot of time, but North Central cannot give anything in this moment. Blaze is up for the kickoff against Mister. Blaze actually just sends it rolling right towards the goal. It's going to come off the side post, though. Off the backboard. Over the top. 3 seconds left. 2-1. And not enough speed there. Rolling on the ground. North Central is able to take and win game 1. Crucial game 1. North Central needs this momentum inside this series. It's important for North Central to have this early lead, especially after bringing in the game so close in overtime against Ferris. So against Keiser, can North Central maintain their dominance? 1 point ahead going into our next game. Dre on the kickoff. Alex on the opposite end for Keiser. Opening kickoff of game 2 in our second series. Dre. Good speed, decides not to follow it up. Instead prioritizes the boost. Uso, though, looks like he went for the ball and missed it. Dre kind of chasing the ball down. Brings it up the sidewall. A little bit of a pinch. He's going to get it over the defender. He's going to chase it down just to create pressure. Centers it for Blaze. Blaze, patience, kind of fakes it. And then actually ends up using that turn to create a situation where he can score. You can see that fake right there. And then the ball sent in. Second kickoff going the way of North Central. Blaze with a little bit of a dribble. No flick in time. Sent sideways. Blaze keeps it in play. Uso going to follow it up. Heavy touch again. Can he get a second touch? He's trying to center it. Sets it up for Alex to send it back to North Central's end. Dripsy challenge. Balls sent up. Missed. Blaze is going to send it off the back wall. Trying to follow it up, but Alex catches it. Uso, heavy touch, trying to get the ball centered. Oh, was not able to redirect it the correct direction, so the ball does go. Double defense, Dripsy and Alex both. Mister able to knock it off the top of Blaze. Dre catching, put it up in the air, following it over the top of Dripsy. Back wall, a little bit of a bump. And Dre's still chasing the ball, trying to keep the ball in play. Comes off the wall, no boost. Uso popping the ball up. Off the wall. Does he have a third touch? Nope, no third touch. Alex grabs it instead. Blaze playing a little bit of chase. Alex tries to set it up as a pass for a teammate. Oh, it looks like there's a little bit of miscommunication, and Blaze and Andre kind of collide. Uso sending it off the backboard. It's coming down. Uso trying to touch again. Dre following this up. He's able to get it over. But Mister's going to end up touching. And Demo on both sides. But Dripsy sends it up. Blaze. Open net. Blaze scores. North Central ahead 2-0. Blaze loses the kicks off to Dreps, but Dre is able to catch it. A little awkward and almost a goal. Blaze intercepting the path, not quite under control yet. Bringing it across the field, trying to get some space. And Dre brings it off the wall over the players. Dripsy challenges, it's still inside the corner. Mister trying to bring it down. Uso centers it. And Dripsy dribbling a little bit, loses control in the air, and ultimately met by the players of North Central. Blaze brings the ball up. It's in the air. Alex, soft touch. Dre misses his touch. Uso gets into the air, brings it down. A little bit of a fake from Dre. And Blaze is going to get a redirect from the corner of his car. It doesn't go in. It bounces between the posts. Oh, and Dripsy's able to stop the second hit to score the goal. Dripsy dribbling. And a play from them. A little bit of a pass. Dre left by himself. A little bit awkward. He's trying to reposition himself. And a good pass from Dripsy to Mister. Puts it in the corner. Can't hit that one out. Oh, it looks like a double kickoff from the side of Keiser. And a little bit of a double commit from North Central, too. These players are wanting to seal this second game. They know that this momentum swing means everything. Dripsy off the wall. Tries to get a little bit of a pinch. Doesn't. Blaze sends it up. Dripsy keeps it in. Mister goes for it. Not a good look. Misses his recovery. And Alex just sends it to the middle. Dre's going to miss it, though. And Uso unable to stop that. We have another tied series, 2-2 in this game. Minute left, plenty to work with. But North Central is going to have to figure out how they're going to answer to the air possession of this Keiser Lakeland team. Off the backboard, sends it down and in. Well, that's an answer in itself. Very good answer indeed. Off the top of his car, a little bit of rotation, sends it off the backboard. He says, I'll do it myself. In for a goal. Dre wins the kickoff, but sends it sideways. Dripsy doesn't get any boost to work with. Uso trying to challenge from down low again, and Dre has to save it. Dre pops it up. Weak defense at this moment, trying to catch it. Didn't get the bump he wanted. And challenge from Uso goes the way of Keiser. Dre trying to reposition, stop this. A little bit awkward. Touch from Mister. Ends up going back towards Keiser's end. It's centered. And Blaze is going to bring it off. Rolls to the corner. Mister's going to catch it. Send it back. Dre is waiting. And here he goes up in the air. Sends it. Loses possession. A little bit of a fake. Not quite. Was almost in. Blaze sends it up. Dre having to catch it. 10 seconds left. North Central with 1 goal lead. 3, 2, 1. North Central is trying to put this ball down now. And you can see that Keiser wants to keep it up because if they can score, and they're not able to do it. The series 2-0. North Central has lead. Momentum swings in their favor. Going into game 3. Can North Central close out this series early? Series 1 went to a game 5. North Central, do they have what it takes to close out in only game 3? Dre losing the kickoff to Dripsy. Dripsy tried to anticipate the touch. Ends up ceding the ball to Blaze. Blaze goes in for it. Dre trying to send it across. But it's going to be sent back to North Central side. And Uso trying to receive. Blaze up. Clears it. A little bit of a demo. Dre sending the ball over. And now Dre trying to carry it off that back wall. Centers it for Blaze. Blaze scores a goal. Another opening goal. Blaze has been good about finding these moments early in the game where he can put North Central with 1 foot forward. Can North Central get the other foot forward and keep this thing rolling? Uso off the wall, wins it. Dre's going to follow it. He's going to try to create a dribble situation, realizing the player's going up, so he anticipates and kind of catches it. A little bit of a demo. Blaze turns to receive the ball. Mister's up in the air. Looks like that 50 goes away to North Central, but still ends up in the corner. Dripsy going for a ball, but missed it by quite a bit. Dre dribbling it in the air. Sends it back. It's centered. But Dripsy's not going to let it be in front of the goal. He's going to send it back across. Dre going to turn on that. Looks like Blaze decided to be out. Oh, and trying to brute force their way in. Uso giving it a little bit of a touch. And then Blaze turning to receive it. Almost over Dripsy, but Dripsy gets up in time. Uso with a little bit of a knock. Team knock off the post. Could have been in. But it looks like Blaze takes advantage of that. Maybe a little bit of a misstep from North Central. Off the corner of his car. Nobody's in net. And just sails right into the goal. A little bit of an unfortunate situation turned into some luck for North Central. Uso on this kickoff, but misses his speed flip. Ball is up on the wall. Blaze is going to receive, but loses control on the wall. This is dangerous. North Central has the ball in front of their goal. They have to do something, and they are not able to do it. Alex scores. Off the ceiling. Able to clean, easy goal for Keiser. 2-1. North Central still leads. Dre wins that kickoff. Dripsy misses it. Uso challenges, keeps it to the corner. It's going to come down. Dripsy goes up for it. Blaze misses. Dre just going to be able to get whatever touch he can to keep it in play. Oh, a little bit of a flip, but it looks like Mister was there to keep the ball, popped up again by Dripsy, who's not able to get it. He gives it a little bit of a fake. He's going to send it towards the goal. Blaze saves it. And now it's back on the side of Keiser. Dre following this ball up in the corner, trying to center it. Blaze sends it in. And that's 3-1. North Central has the lead. Blaze goes in. Ball is challenged. Sent to Uso. Uso pops it to the corner. Off of Alex. Uso follows up. A little bit too aggressive there. Misses his touch. Dre goes up. Also misses his touch. Oh, but a good shot from Blaze. All 4 goals in this game scored by Blaze. He's really showed that he knows where he wants to put the ball when he's given the time and space. North Central now feeling pretty comfortable with the 4-1 lead. Plenty of time for the game to turn, so they have to be careful. Ooh, a little bit of faking from both teams. Trying to get in the mind. And it's just enough to throw North Central off their rhythm. You can see by the way that North Central's moving here, they really didn't know how to position with the ball moving so slowly. And they kind of almost double up. And neither Blaze nor Dre were ready for that. 4-2, North Central. Uso misses again. Blaze softens the touch, tries to control it. Dre also trying to catch the ball. Demo, Dripsy, demo to Dre. Dre on the wall to receive. Pops it up. Mister's going to catch it, but Dre challenges, wins the challenge. Only for Dripsy to get it again. A little bit of a bump from Dripsy to Blaze. Ooh, a little bit of a fake out of boost from Blaze. Blaze is chasing the ball, the only defender back. And off the backboard, Dre finally able to move the ball forward. Alex sends it back to the corner, a little bit of a bump. Blaze trying to clear this, does successfully clear it. Off the back wall, caught and sent, returned to sender. And Dre is now playing back a little bit. Double up from Blaze and Uso gives Dre the opportunity to touch the ball. He centers it. Oh, but a little bit too rough into the ceiling. He's not able to follow it up out of boost. Some good bumps actually create a dangerous situation for North Central. But off the top of Blaze's card, set up to send it. And a little bit of a dribble from Dripsy. Blaze and Dripsy fighting for this ball. Air bump from Alex. Dre's on the ball. Open net. A little too aggressive. Not able to get that second touch. Uso now trying to touch it. And Mister's going to be able to stop that pretty easily. Dre sends it off the back wall. Blaze sends it forward. Dripsy catches it. Alex bumping their teammate. Blaze goes up. Misses the ball. Dre catching the rebound. Dripsy trying to fake it out a little bit. Looks like there was a little bit of a bump maybe. Uso really trying to make his mark on the game. Stealing that corner boost. And Blaze is going to score off of the pressure that Uso created by taking that corner boost. Ooh, looks like they had set Uso up to fake. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and Blaze scores another goal. 6 goals. He is, as we said early on fire. This is his series to win. Off the top of Mister, looks like. 5 seconds left. 4 goals ahead. North Central has everything they need to close out the series. It's routine at this point. You even see Uso trying to get a score in there. And Blaze redirects it. Uso not able to catch it. North Central wins the series after a first series fought very closely, very tightly. North Central wins dominantly in the second series. And that is what's going to lead us into a victory. North Central will return with an interview from a player. All right. 1 second. One adjustment. There we go. Now we can talk like normal.
All right.
Awesome. All right. 2 series tonight. One that was a little bit more tightly fought, and then one that we had a little bit more presence. What was the difference, do you feel like, between these two series for you?
I would have to say the first 2 games of the first series, we weren't communicating at all. And then we walked into the first game of this series, and we knew, no, like, disrespect to Keiser or anything, but we knew that, like, bracket or ranking-wise, that Ferris was going to be a little bit more of a challenge, and I think that kind of got to us a little bit. But we walked into this game, and we were pretty much under the mentality that we weren't going to lose 2 in a row tonight. And we walked in there just ready to attack, and that's what it was.
Yeah. So in the first series, you were able to bring Ferris to overtime. You made them earn it every inch of the way. What was the turn from those first 2 overtimes into kind of the middle of the series where you began to see a little bit more progress in scoring?
As a team or me?
As a team.
Yeah, as a team, the communication thing. That's all it was. I know I'm bad whenever I'm in the game. I'll start to, like, just shut up, and that's the number one thing you don't need to do. We realized that, and we just started calming, and that's really what did it. That's what kept us in the fight for as long as we were in it.
Yeah.
So
you had a little bit of downtime. You're able to come into the second series, and we started off pretty strong. How did it feel going from series 1, where everything was a little close, to series 2? I know you talked about some adjustments that you'd planned to make, but what was going through your head as scoring that first goal in series 2?
That first goal in series 2, we pretty much decided, because we have been playing comp, and we feel our, like, comp games go a little faster. Mm-hmm. And so we decided we were going to play conservative and not force anything. And that pretty much was our game plan for the second game. Just play conservative.
So after a couple close games, come into game 6, and it took me a little bit because I had to start counting on my hand. Had we reached a hat trick, but a double hat trick, 6 goals.
Yeah,
it's got to feel pretty good for you.
Yeah. By the third one, I looked at Andre and I was like, hat trick, and he fist bumped me too. And then, like, right after that, I scored the 4th one, and then I scored the 5th one, and Josiah on that 6th goal had, like, the perfect angle on that shot, and I was sitting there watching him, and I legitimately just said, "I'm sorry, Josiah, I have to," and I took that one to try and get the double hat trick. And then what was even more funny is the angle that I had was worse, and then the last 5 seconds, Josiah threw one off the backboard, and I just ducked it off to the right. So I thought that was pretty funny, but yeah, it feels good.
Yeah. Looking ahead into the rest of the season, do you have any plans for what needs to happen to secure a strong playoff position?
I think we just need to be confident in our ability. I feel like, one, we weren't able to play over spring break, and that kind of stuck in the back of our head, and I think we just need to be confident. We recognized in the first series that we played good, and that it wasn't us. We solely blamed it on the fact that we weren't communicating the first 2 games, and then Andre took it across the net right there in the last game. Not pointing fingers or anything, but it kind of came down to a confidence and communication thing. That's really all it is, and in order for us to secure a good spot, we need both of those aspects of our games. So,
is there anyone that you wanted to shout out at the end of the broadcast here?
Shout out Dad if he's still watching. Shout out Tuck. I don't know if he's watching, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you for tuning in and for supporting the Rams. Tomorrow night, North Central Valorant faces off against North Dakota State University, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. So tune in tomorrow night at 7:30 to watch some Valorant action. Thank you, Blaze. Enjoy the win with your team.
I will.